Oh my God, you are going to have such a wise advice when it comes to this week and when it comes to exactly which direction in life you most certainly need to follow. Something that maybe you did not have that much success with lately, but that doesn't mean that you are not going to have success later on. Not really later on, it's gonna be much sooner than you can possibly imagine, because your number when it comes to numerology, my gorgeous Libra, is 1515, and this means that it's pretty much so to do with this path which is most certainly destined for you, and this in itself is very, very important at this stage of your life for you to understand. Having said that, my gorgeous Libra, when it comes to the beginning of this week, oh my God, you're gonna realize in terms of your energy in general how much things are going to pick up, how much things are in general in your life going to pick up when it comes to your energy levels. In particular, you're gonna feel so much more optimistic from the beginning of this week, so much more kind of happier, and you're gonna feel full of energy in general. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, listen, you are going to come across some kind of inspiration. Something is going to inspire you at around the beginning of this week, and at the same time, you are going to feel such a strong and such a positive vibes from whatever inspires you, like almost immediately. You're gonna feel something you've never felt before, my gorgeous Libra. Oh my God, listen to me carefully, please, because this is going to be ridiculously important. There is a reason why your week is already going to start with you having so much more energy, you feeling so optimistic, and you feeling so re-energized in general, because you are already being guided, you are being prepared for this moment in time where you are so randomly and so spontaneously. Seriously, this is going to be one of the most random moments ever, because this inspiration is going to happen the moment in time you least expected, my gorgeous Libra. So the bottom line is, something is going to inspire you so much at around the beginning of this week. Something is going to inspire you so much, something you're going to see, something you're gonna come across. You are indeed going to feel this instant connection towards it, and at the same time you will know that there is so much potential whatever inspired you in the first place, but also at the same time, this in itself, it's really a lot to do with some kind of financial opportunity at the same time. So this is really a lot to do with something inspiring you, and where you're gonna realize so much potential. You're instantly gonna connect to it. You're instantly gonna feel these strong and positive vibes, my gorgeous Libra. But it is a lot to do with some kind of financial opportunity at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Or it's gonna be leading towards this financial opportunity. This, whatever inspires you, whatever potential this is, it's to do with some kind of financial opportunity, really big mama financial opportunity, not just any financial opportunity, like a big mama financial opportunity. Okay, Raphael, my darling. And also, but you will also know that there is some kind of a sacrifice that you are gonna need to make, and this sacrifice, in order to do this, there is some kind of a major sacrifice you are gonna need to make, and you will know this instantly. I'm not being funny, my gorgeous Libra. You will Raphael is running around like crazy. He's feeling your energy, baby. yeah, you're gonna realize that there is some kind of a sacrifice that you're gonna need to make. And this sacrifice, you know, it's really a lot to do with you sacrificing something, but it's like really you're gonna get rid of something that you don't want. You're gonna get rid of something that you don't need. You're gonna get rid of something that does not serve your life in any way anymore whatsoever. In fact, you're gonna get rid of something that has been scrutinizing your life for a very long time. I cannot even call this sacrifice anymore, because the moment in time you do this, you're going to feel overwhelmed. The moment in time you do this, you're going to have a progress in life almost immediately, because things are finally going to start to flow freely. Okay, absolutely, baby. You're gonna be in the flow immediately, baby, immediately, because you're instantly going to have this confidence back. You're instantly going to have this strength back, because you're gonna do the right thing. Your life is instantly going to become more practical in general. Trust me, this is to do with something that has been scrutinizing your life and something that has been draining your energy for so long. You need to be honest with yourself what this is, because it's to do with something that karmically came to an end. So therefore, that's why you're gonna be in the flow almost instantly. That's why instantly your life is going to have a progress. You're instantly going to have this inner strength and confidence, and your life is instantly going to become more practical, and you're gonna feel at the end of all that ready for anything. Ready for absolutely anything. Do you know why? Because this is going to bring prosperity into your life. Listen to me very carefully. This happens once, twice in a lifetime. What's happening to you right now? This is instantly going to bring prosperity into your life. Not only when it comes to money and finances. Yes, it's when it comes to money and finances, but prosperity, it's also a lot to do with other things as well. Abundance, it's like an abundance, you know, like happiness, positive energy. There is so much going to come with it, my gorgeous Libra. So the sooner you make this decision, the happier you're going to be. And you know, like to make this sacrifice. And because you're going to heal instantly. The moment in time you make this sacrifice, you are going to heal instantly, and you're going to be able to take on this financial opportunity, to take on this inspiration, to take on this potential, which is most certainly the beginning of one of the biggest turning points you've ever had in your entire life. There is no joke, you know, there is no doubt about it whatsoever. But yes, I understand you're going to be very careful about all this, and no, you're not going to make an immediate decision based on this inspiration and potential, and based on this an absolutely major big mama financial opportunity. I understand. I'm like that. My moon is in Libra. Do you know what I mean? I get you Libra, trust me. And only like about a day later, it's going to take one day. And one day you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it. There are certain people who you're going to speak to, certain people who you're going to talk to about it. You're going to feel and be so excited. And every single person who you mention this to, everybody's going to be like, yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it. But they will already be able to notice this difference within you. You know, people that you're going to confine into, you know, people that you're going to talk to. People who you're going to talk to, they're already going to be able to notice this difference within you, my gorgeous Libra, and they will tell you that you look different, you sound different, you're full of energy, you feel different, you know, and you're going to love it, because it's going to come from people that know you better than you know yourself. And that is already going to be a big moment of clarity. That is already going to be such a big answer. So that's what's going to happen in between. It's also going to play a major role when it comes to you being guided, when it comes to you being directed, okay? So, and it's all going to happen within the next day or so. You know, I said that you're going to, in the meantime, speak to your friends or speak to the people in your life, and then you're going to, one day later, for example, you're going to be chilling out And you're gonna, after you having this inspiration and potential, after you coming across this financial opportunity, after you talking to the certain people in your life, and then one day later you are going to have a chilling moment. You're gonna be relaxing. You're gonna be, I don't know, be relaxing, and you're gonna be thinking about certain things in life, and then suddenly, boom, 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 you're gonna enter this dimension. Every single time when we are chilling out, we are like a half meditating and things like that, and we are able to get into these dimensions we are not able to get into when we are not relaxed, if you know what I mean. So I can see you chilling out, I can see you relaxing, and then suddenly you are going to have this vision. You're gonna feel this inspiration, this potential on a completely different level. You're gonna feel this opportunity, financial opportunity, on a completely different level. You're gonna feel this sacrifice you need to make on a completely different level. You're gonna remember what people you spoke to, and you're gonna even feel that on a completely different level. In general, you're gonna feel all and see this on a completely different level. And you will have this vision. What this financial opportunity, what this inspiration and potential is actually going to do to your life. There is something that you're going to be able to connect to, you've never connected to before. In terms of you being super psychic, super intuitive, there's certain things you will clearly see when it comes to your immediate future. And you're not gonna be able to let this go. You're gonna have this vision, my gorgeous Libra, and you are going to make this decision. Hallelujah. You're gonna make this decision to make this sacrifice, what I said to you to make in the first place, and you are going to do this immediately. Absolutely brilliant. And it's all gonna take place. It's all gonna happen at around the beginning of this week. Do you know what I mean? Fantastic, fantastic. And I don't blame you for taking for having a little break and talking to the certain people in your life. I don't blame you, because if you're worrying about something so much, and if it does make you feel better, if you speak to certain people, then go for it. And in this particular case especially, that will prove to be really, really beneficial. And by the time you get to the mid part of this week, there is somebody when it comes to the midweek, you see, somebody is really going to inspire you. This beautiful spiritual person, somebody who is very spiritual, somebody who is very different, somebody who is very unusual, but somebody who is really gorgeous in your mind, both in and out. At around the midweek, you will be paying attention to this person, You will paying attention to this person's, lifestyle, to who they are, what they're gonna be talking about, and all this combination of all these things that you're going to be paying attention to and that you're going to be focusing on are really going to make you realize that you really want to kind of start something really spiritual, and some kind of a spiritual journey. Bless your heart. And I'm like, absolutely go for it. This is such a great sign that you've healed from something really dark and something negative that has been affecting you for a very long time. This is a very great sign that some kind of a healing has taken, some kind of healing progress has started, and you healed a really major aspect in your life that has been affecting you in a negative way. The moment in time you start to think about your spirituality, the moment in time you start to realize, that you would like to kind of expand your horizons when it comes to things spiritual. Oh my God, this can only lead towards something magical, towards something magnificent, and towards something absolutely beautiful. So here, through this person, you're gonna be so inspired to start something spiritual. And this could be anything, my gorgeous Libra. Whatever you feel drawn towards, just go for it. Maybe you will want to connect with like-minded souls, like-minded spirits. It's ever so good. or whatever you're gonna feel like you should start, I really strongly suggest you to go for it, because there is a reason why you are feeling so overwhelmed when you are thinking about this, for example, because this is gonna be the beginning of something so beautiful, and it's gonna lead towards you changing your life in such a meaningful way. You're gonna find this really rewarding. This, whatever spiritual you're going to start, my gorgeous Libra, it's most certainly going to enlighten you. So the sooner you commit yourself, the happier you are going to actually be. And there is somebody very beautiful. I'm not being funny, but there is somebody very beautiful about to walk into your life through this particular path. Somebody gorgeous, somebody absolutely gorgeous, who is going to make your life so much more meaningful. And I'm not saying that your life is not meaningful, please don't get me wrong, but only when you meet this person you will know and you will realize what I meant. Okay? And it's gonna be somebody who you're gonna start talking to immediately, instantly, and somebody who you're gonna feel so relaxed around that you're really gonna like surprise yourself. You're really going to surprise yourself how instantly you are going to feel relaxed around this particular person. This is a great sign, baby, very special sign, and a very powerful indication that this person is meant to be in your life, and most likely you even know each other from your past life as well, and that's exactly how both of you are going to feel. You're going to learn so much about yourself through this person, and this person is going to learn so much about themselves through you as well. Okay, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Libra, okay, there is no other way of saying this, but do you know what? Okay, something little bit negative it's going to happen. I'm not being funny. Something little bit negative it's going to happen. Something, not only something is going to come to an abrupt end, not only something is going to come to an abrupt end at around the end of this week. Listen to me very carefully. Something a little bit negative is going to happen at around the end of this week. Not only something is going to come to an abrupt end, my gorgeous Libra, but this is going to cause a bit of a disharmony when it comes to your life in general, because you're going to realize someone, you know, who someone really is. Some kind of mask is going to fall, and you're going to realize how selfish somebody actually is and how dishonest somebody actually is. But more like, you know, you are going to realize how dishonest somebody actually is, and this is going to cause a little bit of a confusion and chaos, you know, for just a minute or two. This is going to cause a little bit of confusion, not chaos really, but not chaos, but this is going to cause a little bit confusion, a little bit of some kind of confusion here. But let me tell you, this is not a bad thing whatsoever, and I'm going to repeat now, and now you're going to have a go at me that I'm repeating it, but I'm going to have to say this in order to kind of make the right picture here. So at around the end of this week, something negative is going to happen. There is no other way of saying this. Something negative is going to take place. Something is going to come to an abrupt end at around the end of this week, and this is going to cause a bit of a disharmony when it comes to your life, and someone's mask is going to fall. Someone is going to show their real face. Someone is going to show their true colors. But what you're really going to be blown away by is the fact that how selfish this particular person, that, you know, it's actually, there is something you're going to find out about that person being really, really selfish. And this is an element, an aspect, which is actually going to blow you away. And then I said that this is going to cause a little bit of confusion. And that confusion is so important. This whole situation is so important. This is not a problem. This is not going to, what I just said, this is not going to affect your life in a major way. This is not going to make you feel miserable. This is not going to make you feel too sad for too long. This is not going to make you feel depressed in any way, shape or form whatsoever. In fact, it's going to work so brilliantly for you, because through all these situations, I know that this is going to sound really weird. I know that this is going to sound really bizarre, but through all this situation, what's going to happen to you at around the end of this week, my gorgeous Libra, you are going to first be a little bit shocked, and then you're going to be a little bit confused, and then you're suddenly going to realize, because of all this that happened, You're suddenly going to realize, you're suddenly going to open your mind, you're suddenly going to awake. Why? Because you're going to be reminded of something. You're going to be reminded of something so important, and there is no way that you would have been reminded of that in any other way. So it's a lot to do with this particular situation that took place, what exactly is going to happen, who exactly is going to be involved with this, that is going to lead towards you opening your eyes and having this moment where you're going to awake, and you're going to remember, and you're going to realize which responsibility you are avoiding. You will be reminded and you will realize which responsibility you are avoiding. Maybe even subconsciously, so much, baby, you have been avoiding a certain responsibility, probably subconsciously, big time. So that's why you are going to snap out of it right now, like there is no tomorrow. You will open your eyes and you will realize instantly which responsibility you are avoiding. And it's about you needing to start some kind of a process, some kind of a legal process, some kind of an important process, some kind of official process, you know, something legal, something important, something that only you can do, okay? And this is something that you most certainly need to get on with immediately, because it is going to be important for you, for your future, and those people who are connected to you in your life. Do you understand what I mean? This is something so important you need to do, because if you don't start this legal process based on what you're going to remember, something official, something important, something legal, you need to start this immediately. Oh my God, if you don't do this, if you weren't reminded of this, then you wouldn't start this. And if you didn't do this, oh my God, you wouldn't be able to forgive yourself for what could actually happen if you don't start this. You wouldn't be able to forgive this to yourself later on. It wouldn't lead towards anything good, towards anything positive. And like this, you are doing something major, something major. You're protecting yourself, you're protecting your life, and you're protecting your future. So now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see. I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Okie dokie. Well, there you go. You see this? It's like about a certain burden, slowly but surely, coming to an end. There is a certain burden which is going to come to an end. There is a one final push you are indeed going to need to make, my gorgeous Libra, because this time of your life, this is what you need to understand. This is what I need you to understand. You will know which burden I'm talking about. Listen to me. You're going to be reminded of some kind of a burden, some kind of a problem. But you're also, at the same time, you will instantly know that this is something that has been bothering you for absolute ages. This burden, this problem. But this time, things are going to be different, because when you're reminded of this burden, of this problem that has been bothering you for ages, for this time things are going to be different, because at the same time, for some reason, there is also going to be some kind of a solution for it, to bring this problem to an end, this burden to an end, almost as if like, oh, it's one final push, one final push, one final push. When you're reminded of this problem, you and this burden that was bothering you for ages, you're almost going to feel like, oh my God, it's too good to be true. But it's not. You know why? Because this is the time of transformation. One phase of your life is coming to an end, and another phase of your life, it's about to begin. Okay? And this is why you need to know this. Hello, my gorgeous people. I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug Collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions, and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition meditation and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all three. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you.